Hi, I'm Billy. This is Billy Gill Yoga. Welcome. You'll probably want a mat. You'll probably want a blanket of some sort, something to elevate your hips if you're seated. There's good reasons for that, which I can go into in a moment, but also useful to have a yoga block, and maybe 2 yoga blocks is also an option for you. So in a nutshell, we're just going to do like 10-15 minutes of movement to get your body warmed up and get your joints loose, get your maybe relieve a little muscle tension that creeps in just through the course of life. You know, people tend to think they are special because their back hurts or their neck hurts or their joints hurt. No, your human body is just like everybody else's human body, and life is stressful, so don't freak out. It's okay if you're in a little bit of pain, there's a little bit of tension there. One of the benefits of the yoga practice is you really develop a relationship with where you are, here and now. And guess what? That's the only place you can be. So just kind of bless where you are right now, be with your breath, be with the present moment, and let yoga do the rest. It's a pretty amazing practice, so I'm glad you're here. So we're going to sit up tall, get a little lift under the hips, so that your spine can find its intrinsic equilibrium, which is a term that just means the spine is like a spring. It's always trying to go down and up at the same time. So if you can get your spine into its neutral position, it feels really light, it feels really springy. And a little lift under the hips can help you with that. And the next thing we're going to do is take the fingertips to the lower belly. Okay, don't be shy. Get very personal with yourself here. Not too personal. I know you're at home, but anyway. Gonna place fingertips a couple inches above the pubic bone and lift the abdomen. So think about your abdomen like a water balloon. When you lift the lower abdominal muscles, you're actually kind of lifting the viscera, the abdominal contents, up out of the pelvic bowl. And that's important for a number of reasons, but you know, just go with it for now. So we'll lift the lower belly. You've changed the shape of the water balloon. Same amount of water in the water balloon, unless you're snacking while we're doing yoga, which I wouldn't recommend. But a little lift beneath the navel will be important here. Try to keep that without the use of your fingertips. Your ribs had to make room to expand, to accommodate the upper abdominal organs. All right, in yoga, we call this Uddiyana Bandha. It's just like a biomechanical advantage, so you want to keep that if you can. The next thing I'll ask you to do is put your thumbs in your palms, wrap your fingers around your thumbs, and just place your hands on your knees. Okay, this just kind of increases the signal flow. So you just close the circuit. You guys know about a short circuit, right? If you have a short circuit, the electronics don't work so well. This makes the circuit closed. Open circuit. Open circuit versus closed circuit. This is a closed circuit. Okay, so now we're going to do the most important part of the exercise, which is just neck and shoulders. So if you have to forget everything else, it's fine. Just focus on this neck and shoulder exercise. It's called the turtle exercise. Exhaling, breathe out, lift your shoulders, lift your ears, stretch your throat. Breathing out. Take your time. As you inhale, you drop the shoulders down the back, drop your chin. You'll feel a little tug on the base of the brain. And the shoulder blades feel kind of heavy. And just repeat that. Exhale, lift the chin, lift the shoulders, stretch the throat. Breathing out through the nose. Breathe in, drop your chin, drop your shoulders. A little tug on the base of the brain. And you can close your eyes here if you like, or you can keep your eyes softly open. We're going to do this about 10 more times. So breathing in to drop the chin and drop the shoulders. Notice the pauses between the breaths. When you exhale, you lift the chin, you lift the shoulders. Good stretch for the throat. Okay. And this will help you increase circulation in your neck and shoulders. Might help you release any soreness or tension in that area. Let's just do about 7 or 8 more of these. Inhaling, chin down. Exhaling, lift the chin. You can go at whatever pace suits you. I generally like to think about 5 seconds per inhale and about 5 seconds per exhale. Just natural pauses between the breaths. Don't think too much. Try not to analyze, try not to intellectualize, just be with the present moment. Be with the experience that you're really having right now. When you've made it this far, you're watching this video, maybe you're actually doing the exercise, maybe you're just watching me do the exercise, there's probably still some benefit there. But try to concentrate on what you're doing, whatever you're doing. Just really show up for yourself. Smile a little bit. One or two more here. Cool. Next time you're inhaling, have your chin down. Stay there. Just keep the heart lifted. Don't collapse the chest. Chest stays up, but the chin stays down. And we'll exhale, bring the arms over the head, interlace the fingers above the head. Flip the palms toward the ceiling. Get a little stretch from the forearms. Exhale a lot and try to feel the right and left sitting bone press evenly into the floor. The back and the side ribs should lift and spread. The skin on your torso is waking up. Stay that long as you exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend the elbows, switch which fingers are on top, and once again lift the palms. Thumbs a little higher. Just taking some slow, deep breaths. You're already improving the function of your body. Your whole body works together harmoniously when you breathe rhythmically. And really let your lungs set the rhythm. One more big inhale, feel the rib cage lift and spread. Try to keep that fullness in the ribs as you exhale. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. Smile a little bit like you think something's funny. And we'll just chant Om 3 times. When you chant Om, you're announcing to yourself, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm open to the teachings that are going to arise from this practice. I'm just spending time with my mind, my body, my breath, my inner life. So 3 times, let's make this announcement. with the vibration of Om. Comfortable inhale when you're ready. Om. Release your hands, let your eyes open, look at the floor briefly. Cool. Let's make our way onto the hands and knees. We were sitting there for a little while, so if your legs are kind of stiff, just take your time, bring your knees together, maybe just straighten the legs one at a time. Okay, wiggle your toes a little bit. Yeah, there the ankles. Take all the time you need, make your way up to all fours. Spread your fingers. Try to let your index fingers be like railroad tracks parallel to one another. Push the hands into the floor and allow your shoulder blades to pull wide. And just stay here for a couple breaths. Ribs are going to move when you're breathing. You really want to move the air. And in general, favor the exhale. Alright, so we'll stretch the left leg straight back and just begin to rock a little bit into the left ankle. Now, if your hands are sleepy here, you'll put a little strain in the wrist, so you want to keep your hands really alert, really awake. So spread those fingers as much as you can, kind of claw the mat with the pads of the fingers. Alright, and then next time you exhale, squeeze your left knee tightly towards your chest. Push into the floor with the hands, get those shoulder blades rounder, as tight as you can, and then as you inhale, send the left leg up and back. Straight knee, try to send energy through the big toe, lift your heart, look up, and do it again. Exhale, knee to chest, round the back. Just do your best. As you inhale, send the left leg up and back, look forward, maybe look into your forehead, and then exhale. Squeeze it in, a little tighter, a little rounder. Inhale, send the leg back. Look up. Let's do one more. Exhale, squeeze it in nice and tight. Tight as you can, a little tighter, tighter, tightest. Good. Inhale, send the leg back, look up. And then exhale, set the left knee to the floor. Okay, send your right leg back. We'll just rock into the ankle. Keep it steady, keep your eyes soft. This is really a moving meditation anyway, so I know we sat still for probably a good 10 minutes, but it's the stillness, the stability that comes with the, not being in a rush. That's one of the major benefits of the yoga practice. Just taking your time. It's not a race. We're not trying to accomplish anything, not trying to achieve anything. You're just spending time. Yep. That's all we're doing. Breathing, living, moving, existing. That's it. Okay, let's hug the knee in now. Exhale. Squeeze it in nice and tight. Inhale, send the leg up and back. Look up. Exhale, squeeze it in, a little tighter, a little rounder, claw the mat. Inhale, send the right leg up and back. Stretch the front body. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, send it back. Couple more. Inhale, send it back. Once more. Exhale, hug it in. A little tighter, a little rounder. Squeezing the pelvic muscles if you can. Keep the pelvic muscles engaged. Send the right leg up and back. Look up. And we'll set it down. Awesome. Curl your toes under. As you exhale, lift your hips. Go up into downward facing dog pose. And in downward dog, you can, especially on this first one, kind of experiment with the position of the hands and feet. Now, something that's really common that you want to avoid in downward dog is this tendency to just kind of, drop into the shoulders. Okay, this is, the body loves to trick you into thinking you're more flexible than you are. And so as you hang into the shoulders here, what's actually going on is you're gripping the upper trapezius muscles. Maybe you can see this. So this is going to be a little experiment. See if you can see this. This narrowing in the neck and shoulders. Let's just flip that right side up for a second. This is what you look like. This is like the reason you're searching the internet for a yoga class right now. It's because this thing is kind of like going on. I'm exaggerating, but probably not that much. So when you're in a downward facing dog position, you want to get wide and strong across the upper back. That strength comes from here, not here. All right, so one important way the body tricks you into thinking that you're more flexible than you are is, we recruit from these rib cage bones. These lowest ribs are pretty flexible. They call them the floating ribs. They're not attached to anything. So try to pull the navel in. Even if you're getting a little round in the mid-back, it's okay, because this pose is a quadrupedal pose. You're a four-legged animal here. So you need your arms to be legs, not arms. You need them to be stable. Okay, so next time you inhale, we'll shift into plank. You could put the knees down if you need to. That just shortens the lever. If you feel strong enough to keep your knees straight without letting your hips hang, because again, the lower back is very flexible, so it's very susceptible to gravity. You can keep your knees straight as long as you don't start going into that number. And I like to err on the side of a little bit round. So pull the navel toward the spine. Take a big inhale, lengthen your neck. Smile if you can. We'll just hold it here. Never holding the breath. Always let that breath continuously flow. Now your breath may get slow, and at the bottom of the exhale you might even feel like you want to hang out there for a little while. You're welcome to, just never close the throat. Same at the top of the inhale. If the inhale feels really good, probably won't in plank pose, but if the inhale feels really good, feel free to linger there, just don't close the throat. One more breath here, complete exhale. Take a nice big inhale into the ribs and make your way into downward dog pose. Once again, exhale. Hopefully, you're feeling a little heat rise, a little warmth. That's actually what you came here to do, so go toward it. Awesome. Lift your head, look forward, walk your feet toward your hands. Now maybe you only go about halfway. You could walk the fingertips back to meet the feet. Keep the feet wide. Keep a little bend in the knees and try to lift your toes so it's the soles of the feet pressing into the floor. Okay? Hands to the shins. Really feel that connection there. Push the hands into the shins and lengthen the front of your spine. And then try to keep that length as you bow forward. Exhale. Once again, hands on shins, send your heart forward through your arms. Breathe in. And exhale. Bow forward a little deeper. Keep those toes lifted. One more time as you inhale. Remember the feeling of the fingertips lifting the lower belly. You want to recreate that with your abdominal muscles. It's a little bit tricky, so maybe you just have to use your imagination. That counts. This time we'll step right back into downward facing dog pose. Exhale.
Pull your chin toward your chest. Try to see your navel. If that's not happening for you, no big deal. Just keep that intention, chin toward chest. So it feels like your arms are behind your head. You want a wide, strong upper back. If you ever need to bail out, it's fine to bail out, but you want to not bail out mentally. You want to stay mentally alert. Just pay attention to what's coming up in the present moment. Okay. Here we go. Inhale into plank pose. Stay there for a breath once again. Commit to the core. Try to smile. Take a big inhale, lengthen your neck like a turtle poking its head out of its shell. Shift the energy forward and slowly make your way down to the floor. Toenails on the floor. Make your way up on your elbows. And shoulders are right over the elbows like a sphinx. Kind of dig the elbows into the floor, drag them toward the hips. You'll get a little traction. If your lower back feels compressed, push your pubic bone gently, but firmly into the floor. Feel a little length in the lower spine. All right, the hands are not back here. Elbows are not back by the waist. You want to keep those elbows in front of you. Steady eyes, just two more. The breath is so important. If you're not breathing, nothing's changing. The breath is how the muscles get the signal to change. Smile, also very important. And when you're ready, come on down, exhale. Make your way up onto hands and knees. And take the knees a little wider than your hips. We'll move toward child's pose, toes together. Now instead of thinking down toward the heels, I want you to really send the hips back. Way back, way back, way back. Really good. And grab your blocks. If you have two blocks, you can place them about a shoulder width apart. One elbow on each block. Try to walk those elbows forward. Hips are still thinking back, elbows are thinking forward. Hands together, pull your chin to your chest. It's a lot like the downward dog. We'll get a little bit more of a stretch. Now right now I've got the blocks at the lowest level. If you want a little more of a stretch, you could take the blocks up one level, so they're just a little bit higher. And invite your chin toward your chest, really important. And just gotta breathe. Tune into that space beneath the navel, so important for good hip alignment. If the organs kind of drop into the lower belly, as they typically do, there'll be a tendency to kind of grip the lower abdomen, and there'll be a tendency to kind of distort the spine. So lifting the lower back, lifting the lower belly actually helps you find a more neutral lumbar. Watch how the body changes shape with every breath. Beautiful. Okay, and you can hang out there as long as you like. It's a nice stretch for the shoulders. When you're ready, you can come back up. Just move the blocks to the sides. Swing your feet around in front of you and lie down on your back. Actually, before you lie down on the back, find your blanket, fold it like this, and place it right at the upper part of the shoulders. So right at the top of your shoulder blades, that's where you want to find the top of the blanket. Okay. Neck is free, chin and the bridge of the nose at the same level, feet about a hip width apart. Just going to lift the hips, place the block right underneath your sacrum, and then shuffle your shoulder blades toward one another. It's kind of a nice stretch for the chest. If you want to increase that, you can grab the sticky mat, try to stretch it. You might be able to get the shoulders even closer together, shoulder blades closer together. Look one place. As I said, this is a moving meditation. meditation is really just paying attention to what's arising in the present moment. Technically, that's just paying attention, but the meditation will kind of spontaneously occur once you establish yourself in that present moment awareness for a long time without interruption. Okay, if you'd like to take the block down to the lowest height now, both sides of the lower back resting evenly on the block, maybe keep that grip with the sticky mat and pull your knees toward your chest. You can kind of experiment with the asymmetries in your body. Everybody's got them. But as you kind of rock a little bit from side to side, try to get even pressure on both sides of the lower back. The inhale moves into the chest, try to stretch the mat. Keep that. The exhale, encourage the lower belly to lift, even if you're just imagining it. Imagine those fingers there. And then keep that. Next time you inhale, do your best, straighten the legs. And then exhale, bend the knees. Again, inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, bend the knees. One more time. Inhale, straighten the legs. Try to keep the legs there. The top of the thighs are really going to contract. The back of the thighs obviously getting a stretch. If you need to keep the knees slightly bent, that's okay. Try not to let the legs be out here. That'll strain your lower back. So it's better to bend the knees if you can't get the legs vertical. Alright. Letting the legs drain for a moment. This is going to allow the heart to rest. Literally, like you don't have to pump all that blood from your lower extremities back up. But emotionally too, this will allow your heart to rest. There's a little effort involved, but not too much. Like I said, trust the process, trust the yoga practice. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of years of experimentation, of inquiry, and it's all led up to this moment, and you are part of that chain, practicing, experimenting. Just be with whatever's arising for you. There's no dogma in yoga, it's all about your present moment experience. So breathe. Really good. Go ahead and bend the knees. Place one foot on the floor and then the other. Lift the hips. Remove the blocks. And just kind of shimmy the blanket down to go right where the block was. And then hug the knees. Rock a little bit from side to side. So ideally the skin on your upper back catches your sticky mat, kind of draws it down toward the hips. You can experiment with that. Okay. Just rock, rock, rock. Should feel nice. Let go of any tension in your face, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth. When you feel ready, don't hurry. Let's take the blanket down a little further so it's right underneath your thighs. And then take the corpse pose, Shavasana. Don't hurry into this. Stay in this supine position for a while. Make any adjustments you need to so you feel comfortable. You want to go for a kind of symmetrical position, maybe fidget with that for a minute or so. After about a minute, you just got to let it be. Just got to let it be what it is. In the beginning, really be formal with it. Try to let your breath go into your lower belly. No strain, never strain. Just letting your intention go into the lower belly. But there's no attachment to any quote-unquote right way to do it. Just experience this release, this letting go. So you gave yourself a little chunk of time out of your day to just be with your breath, be with your body, be with your thoughts, be with your emotions. And this is probably the most important part, this release of the practice. It's where we integrate the teachings and assimilate those teachings into our nervous system, into our subconscious mind. It's also an opportunity to rest and recover and recuperate. So I really encourage you to, if only for the next few minutes, let stillness and peace be your priority. If your mind is busy, just keep coming back to the exhale. Maybe linger in the pause at the bottom of the exhale, no strain. This will help stabilize your mind. You don't have to worry about when to inhale, it's going to take care of itself. Try to be still. If you have to move, that's okay. Just make sure you're aware of any movements, no unconscious movements. Silently, in your mind, to yourself, pronouncing the mantra. Just mentally, in your mind, silently to yourself, once again, pronouncing the mantra. And once more, on your own, to yourself. Allow your chest to rise and fall. And you're welcome to linger here as long as you like. Whenever you feel ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms over your head. Take a full spinal stretch. Bend your knees. Notice which nostril feels open and roll to the side of the open nostril. If you're not sure, just roll to the right side. Rest on your upper arm as a pillow. Take a breath or two. Just give yourself all the time you need. Let go. Let go of any tension or worry. Let go of any attachment to the work we've done. Just stay on your side for another breath if you're still there. Let go of anything that doesn't make you stronger. Use your hands, press yourself up, find a comfortable seat, no hurry. Once again, I recommend sitting up on the blanket. And let's close practice one time with the sound of Om, palms in front of the chest. Go within, thank yourself for your self-discipline, taking care of yourself. When you care for yourself, you're much more capable of caring for others. And one last time, we'll chant Om. If you're grateful for anything at all in your life, pour that gratitude into the sound of Om. Doesn't matter what it is, it's the gratitude that matters. One time, let's do it together. Breathe in. Om. Thank you so much. Great job. Namaste. See you later.